Hello, men, women, and children. This is a little video podcast I'm going to put together about the year that was 2006. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of re-encapsulate what happened this year. You know, thank everybody and just kind of show you visually what's going on. Originally, I was going to interview some people and have their audio clips in here, but I think it's more apropos for me to just go ahead and tell you what's been going on, tell you what is going to happen in 2007, and just go from there. It was a solid, consistent 2006. There was a lot of shows, my first festival, and auctions that kept everything moving. In between, there was some time to paint and snap some photos and be a family guy, which is always refreshing and keeps everything going. So what happened show-wise in 2006? Well, the year started off well with the gallery show in the Crossroads at the Mojo Collection. It's a 2-month run from January to February. And from there, we put a show up at the Unitarian Gallery, the All Souls Church over there by the Art Institute. From there, Muddy's was a really good show. I was somewhat reluctant to get into a coffee house, but got commissioned for a piece and sold a couple in there. Oliver's a really cool cat. Room 39 was also a very nice show. Very nice opening, and some pieces sold there. KCK Public Library. It's always nice to get back to Kansas City, Kansas for brief periods of time. That was a nice show. The Hard Bean Cafe in Grandview sold a big piece and had a nice review and write-up for that one. And then I rounded out 2006 with the show at the Blue Koi, which was really cool. It was unveiling a new window pane series. And then, in addition, I attended my first festival this year, which was the Unplaza Art Fair, which went really well. Weather was awesome, and we got a little bit of money thrown towards Peaceworks, which was a cool thing. Another cool highlight of 2006 were auctions. They were hidden surprises and nuggets. The food was awesome. The people were cool, and there was people there that had money that wanted to buy artwork. We donated about 6 to 8 pieces to auctions from the ACLU to Accessible Arts to Kansas City Public Television and our local Our Lady of Peace School for Zen Boys School. So that was it's a nice piece of the pie this year. This montage here is kind of a highlight of all the individual sales that have come through shows and festivals and auctions and all that kind of stuff throughout the year. So this is a nice little moving montage of pieces that went this year, and it was all very nice. It's nice to know that somebody has permanently installed a piece of this artwork in their lives, and they like it well enough to look at it on a regular basis. It's kind of a cool thing. They're available in Giclée reprints only. No year is complete without a slew of solid side projects, and the most notable for the Photo.Paint this year was a illustration I did for a kid's book that's going to be distributed by local Kansas City favorite Scotty Burnett. It's supposed to be published in late 2006 right now, or early 07, but you could see some images out on the web, and it was good times. It was a lot of work. Okay, commissioned artwork. This is something that I'm easing myself into, so to speak. I did have one nice one that I did for a friend of a friend out in Overland Park. It was a swirls piece that took a while, and you know, these commissioned art pieces really puncture your style and kind of push you out to edges that are really good. I like it. So actually, I should say I'm learning to enjoy the process more and more. I did this one, and I have one that's supposed to go up in a restaurant called The Drop Off 31st Street, and that's going to hopefully be done in early 2007. Should be nice. Very, very nice. The press was nice to Photo.Paint 2006. We had one nice big spread, front cover of the X Entertainment Monthly in the beginning of 2006 that kind of kicked off the whole year, gave us some momentum and, you know, kind of a face in the city to kind of dive back into the Kansas City art scene. And then the Hard Bean Cafe show, the Jackson County Advocate, did a little spread. It was an awesome article, nice write-up, so that was good press too. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a little bit more in 2007 and keep the motor rolling. The website really hasn't had a facelift since the beginning of 2006, but new features have been added. One of them has been a new morph section. It's kind of, there's a program that takes a photo and a painting and morphs them into one, and you can kind of see how the photo turned into the painting and vice versa. So that's a cool section that's on the site. It's under Photo.Paint, and morph is the button to go to. Also, there's a new blog section, which is a nice way of having a daily journal of what's been going on with Photo.Paint, because usually things happen, if not daily, you know, every couple of days or a week, and it's nice to put those up there. So if you're bored, you want to read, you want to find out what's going on with Photo.Paint, get on there and take a look. You know, it's usually updated on a regular basis. Upcoming shows in 2007, man, it's been going fast. 2006 isn't even over with, and the first part of 2007 is pretty much swallowed up. The first thing that's going to happen, a good friend of mine that works at the Berkowitz, Oliver, Williams, Shaw, and Eisenbrandt law firm on Grand downtown is going to have me up there to have essentially a 2 to 3 month show from around December 06 to probably March 2007. Also, as a part of the Kansas City Arts Council Business in the Arts, I was was selected to be at the Cerner Corporation from February to April 2007, so that's completely cool. It's a nice way to start the year, and that was the original inception of this idea of reincarnating my artwork in Kansas City, was to get into businesses and really get out there in front of people. Individuals is completely cool, and that'll keep going, but businesses is really something we wanted to hit, and that's kind of what we're doing in the early part of 2007. So it's nice to have the momentum of 2006, and then we'll see what happens next year. Okay, kids, this is the big conclusion, the big wrap-up. I have to throw out the enormous props to my lovely wife, Caroline, for everything she has done for this project, and on a daily basis. This would not exist without her and the family. Little Miles and Zen Boy, it's been completely awesome. Kato has come through like a champ all year long and continues to, and everybody that's come out and bought pieces and come to shows and, looked at the artwork and just caught up. It's a nice social way, too, of catching up. I think half the time this project exists to keep in touch with everybody and to keep the spirit alive. So thank you to everybody, and enjoy it.